Who's got the earpiece? Hi, welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, to your Christmas parade in downtown Kingsport, where it's probably, a balmy 64 degrees, so it's not exactly Christmas weather. But I'm Stacy Beverly.
I'm Jeff Hostetler.
And we're here with Jeff Fleming, from the city of Kingsport, and we are going to bring you today's Christmas parade. And if I seem somewhat out of breath, I literally just got off the Santa train and got here. Luckily, our producer was over there to pick me up and get me over here as quick as I could. And you know, what a wonderful experience, which I'll be talking about as the time comes. But wow, here we are for the Christmas parade. What a beautiful day.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Actually, with you riding this year, all three of us that are up here on the stage have had a chance to ride the Santa train. I went last year, and Jeff has been fortunate to go twice. Hopefully when we get into it, we can share a lot of stories of what transpired this year as compared to what we've seen over the time.
Definitely.
It is quite an experience. If any of you out there have a chance to ride that Santa train or be a part of it, it's a fantastic thing that Food City, Kingsport Area Chamber of Commerce, and CSX Transportation do. So
Yes.
It's getting more and more difficult to get a ticket these days.
Very, very difficult.
Only 20 slots from the chamber now, right?
Correct.
it's like Wonka's golden tickets.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for those of you that they walk at the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
It's a little old for some people.
Well,
Another
old
great
for some.
thing this year with the giving away the tickets for the competition.
You know what, the gentleman that rode the train this time, I was fortunate enough to be in the car with them the whole time, and they had an amazing experience, and I got some great pictures. I went down on the ground while they were throwing, and so there was Santa and Winona Judd, and these are two winners, and it was an amazing experience for them, and it was neat because they both had brand new digital cameras to document the whole thing. So very exciting.
There's so many people out there that means so much to.
Oh, definitely.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the parade we've got coming up here that should be starting very shortly.
Yes.
Of course, I couldn't come on here without having a little bit of history, so I'm going to quiz you regarding parades.
Okay.
Okay?
You were going to
Now-
ask me which Kingsport Christmas parade this is, and I'm going to tell you it's the 82nd.
82nd. Do you know? Okay, we'll
Ding,
skip.
ding, ding,
We will
ding.
skip right to the oldest. Do you know what the oldest parade in the United States is? Where, number one, how long it's been, and number two, where it is.
I have no idea.
The only reason I know is because
I have
thanks to
no
Wikipedia.
idea.
You
No
have
idea.
no idea. Okay, 122nd year for the great people of Peoria, Illinois. The first one was in 1887, and it's going to be held. Their next one's going to be held this coming Saturday. And the first one consisted of boats and derricks coming down the river as a part of the construction of a new bridge. Then the next year they celebrated that bridge. Their parade was first televised in 1958.
Now, what's your source? Like Wikipedia?
Wikipedia.
Where you like write your own history?
Wikipedia.
You just make it up as you go, right?
Just make
No,
it up.
it says Santa Claus Parade Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. So if I'm wrong, somebody please tell me. But,
Bob Figgins probably wrote that. So.
Gosh, yeah.
It's very possible.
Okay, and now here's another one.
All right.
The first
Hit me.
float debuted when?
The first float,
The first float.
1919.
You're a few years off. Go back a little bit.
You were there, weren't you?
How'd you know?
Figured you were there for the experience.
1908.
1908.
In Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Canada. And
I'm not going to do the math on that.
No, don't do the math on that. And then, of course, everybody knows the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Of course.
And, of course, it all culminates with Santa Claus coming at the very end. But they debuted the first balloon, actually. And according to it, you might know this one. What was the balloon? Do you remember?
Snoopy.
No.
Underdog.
No. Felix the Cat.
Felix the Cat.
Well, that was my next guess.
In 1927. 1927.
I guess we had to think about it in terms of cartoons they knew in 1927.
Exactly.
Now, aren't you glad you tuned in? Because all of you are now smarter.
Amazingly, with his knowledge.
This is useless stuff around the table that you can tell everybody.
You
But,
know, Thursday night, went down to the Strand Theater and watched Miracle on 34th Street. And, of course, it's based around the Thanksgiving Day Parade start with. And when you walk out of the theater and all of Broad Street is lit up, I mean, it was like walking out of the movie into reality. And it was just so special.
That's neat.
So there's something going on every Thursday night down there for the next few weeks. So watch for that and take advantage of downtown Kingsport.
And for the folks that don't know where the Strand is,
It
the
is-
Restoration Church
Right, Restoration
Correct.
Church. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
on Broad
well,
Street.
Stacy, can you tell us a little bit about the parade we have today?
Well, we have a lot of folks in the parade. We've got the band, some of the bands coming. We've got Tennessee's Miss 2010. She'll be coming around the way, and of course, the parade will end with the man that I've spent the entire day with, Santa Claus himself. I've given him my list. I've given him your list. I've given him Jeff Fleming's list, but he kind of discarded it.
Yeah,
I'm guessing he's been bad.
It's been pretty rough.
Yeah, guessing he's been bad.
Well, when I had a chance to ride with the Claus last year,
Yeah.
he actually gave me a doll to give to my daughter, and I got a picture with it, and it is framed and in right dead smack in the middle of my daughter's room.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so you actually gave it to your daughter. You didn't keep it for yourself.
I thought about it.
Thought
but
about
no,
it.
No.
You know what impressed me on the Santa train was the number of people who make handmade things all year long and send them into the chamber to be given out.
Yes.
I mean, they're so special. There's people out there that think about this all year long.
Being at the chamber, we get stuff all year round sent. And Karen, our receptionist at the front desk, who actually, puts this whole parade together. She handles the whole parade, but she's the one that takes in those gifts for the Santa train, and she makes sure she gets their contact info and sends them a nice thank you note. And yeah, we get money donations. We get handmade scarves, dolls.
Yeah.
There's some nice blankets that a lady donated and took them to Ed Moore at Food City and said, I want Santa Claus handing these out. So
Very neat.
very exciting. It was amazing experience today, and been up since 4 a.m.
And it is very much timed. When they say you get started, what was it, 6 o'clock? I believe it was at 6 is when the first one went, and the train had to be here at 3:08. And they are
Exactly.
very much on time. And believe
Yes.
me when I say
will
that
leave
if you're at a stop
They will
and
leave
you're
you.
not back on the train, they will leave you. CSX has got this down to a science. But I guess it's a great segue to go ahead and start talking about the Santa train before we now. Kathy Mattea was there for me last year when I rode the train, and she's very nice. Had all kinds of pictures taken and assisted Santa for the giving out the gifts and the food to the people. This year for you was Winona Judd.
Yes, Winona
And how
Judd.
about the 2 years you were there?
Naomi Judd and Travis Tripp. So,
Very good.
Fantastic. So
and,
I was going to say, go ahead.
it was a great experience, and that's my family's stomping grounds. My dad's side of the family's from Dickinson County, Virginia, and it ran right by some of the land, where they were raised. And that a lot of folks in Southwest Virginia and Southeastern Kentucky kind of, they take a little bit of offense at some of the implications of the poverty and so forth. It's really just a way to have fun and say thank you for shopping in Kingsport, and just to kick off the holiday season. Really, it's kind of been blown out of proportion, I think, in some of the international media and stuff. But it's just a great way to thank great people for coming to Kingsport and shopping and doing business.
I think too that some of the downside that people have been giving the Santa train is the way that some people act regarding when the things are thrown off the back of the train, and we don't want people to get a misconception that it's just a bloodthirsty ability to go out there and grab things. But the people that were there the year that I went, very nice, very considerate. As far as children getting dolls and whatnot. Sometimes a few bad eggs that might want to scrape to get things are sometimes cause issues. But all in all, I think it's a great experience for the givers as well.
And the older folks want the younger folks to experience what they experience. They appreciate just having the family.
I was amazed at the amount of dogs at the stops. All kinds of little critters. Because I went out on the ground too. I didn't just go from the back of the train, but you go out the ground crew, and they give you these bright yellow shirts, so you stand out and hand out gifts. Out there, people brought their little sweatered dogs.
Yeah. We didn't really have any when I did it.
Maybe it's because they knew I was on there.
Because you're the
I'm the animal lover.
I think people's attitudes have changed. I think now they involve their pets more.
Right.
We just saw the Animile.
Yeah.
That was really special to be able to see the pets and the owners, or the owners and the pets, whichever order was coming first, running, for charity.
Organized chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
Organized chaos. Well, this year, what? Talk a little bit about your day. How did it go?
Well, the first stop where I was with Santa on the back of the train throwing gifts out was, I have to come up with that. I can't even remember. Marrowbone. and it was still dark.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And if I can get through talking about this without getting emotional, I need to pat myself on the back.
Let's say at the first, you have to, you bus up there last night and had dinner at, was it the Pikeville?
Conference Center.
Conference Center, which was unbelievable. It was fantastic. They put on a great time.
Pikeville was a great little town.
Was.
You know, the population was 6,500, but
it's
all new brick buildings, everywhere beautiful.
Taken a lot of time to do it.
So we were in this small arena conference center, and there was a Pikeville College basketball game going on at the same time. So
wow. Well, we didn't have that one here.
That was exciting. But the town was lit up and decorated. It was absolutely beautiful. It was like it was meant for us to come
Well, now
and
you
be
did
there.
the smart thing because you went to bed right after that, correct?
Yes.
Well, the year I went, we ended up staying up for longer than we really needed to because of some, not seeing some people for a long time and getting to know some of those that are traveling with you. And it was well into the morning before I got up.
Yes.
And 4:30 hurt.
Yes, it comes early.
But I will say this. I will say this. By the time I got on that train, any inkling of sleepiness went away.
Right.
I mean, it just totally numb and had a fantastic time learning about the train, which is a great history.
Yes.
Great. Each car has its own story.
History. I have
and
that
then shows you, you actually have that.
Yes, I have that information with me.
So,
some of the cars on there, talk about the Roosevelt. You recall that one? Well, President Roosevelt being on one of them.
Was that the one that had the platform? Yes.
Had a very large platform, which accommodated President Roosevelt's wheelchair. So
he was giving the speeches on the back of the trains.
There's information about the some of the cars, but some of them date back to 1915 when they were built.
Right.
And they're running and they're beautiful. And
let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cars, not including the engine, but it's the same one. It's the Ohio car.
I think what I was so amazed about was when we got on the train and it was still a little dark out, and I'm waiting and I didn't realize we'd already been going for 10 minutes. It's the smoothest ride. Yeah. You don't realize. I was like, well, when are we going to take off? And we had been going 10 minutes because it was dark. I didn't see anything moving. It was so smooth.
What struck me was all the media that weren't from around here.
Oh, yeah.
Have never been in a place that they didn't have cell phone coverage.
Oh, yeah.
And so all of a sudden we approached this tunnel at Trammell. I think it's like a mile long or something.
Right.
And it's like you just go through a mountain, and on the other side, everybody's just pushing buttons going, now what do I do?
Now what I do?
And so that was kind of interesting to see how they handled
that. Well, now,
that.
what years did you go?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what years they were, but it was probably 5 and 6 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Naomi wasn't that far back, was it? Naomi
No.
No, I remember the announcements for that. It wasn't. Now, let's see. You were one of the first to, let me see your ticket here, which they actually, you threw at the second stop.
I was the first one, yep.
You threw at the second stop.
Yep.
No, I'm
Well,
sorry, the first
stop.
because Shelby's where you start. Then you went ground, handout,
and then let me
paper.
explain what those are. You have the folks that throw from the back of the train with Santa and Winona Judd, and then you have a crew. I'm told to look at this camera over here. Hello. Then you have the ground crew, which has prepackaged bags for different age groups. So you have girls up to age 8, and then girls above age 8, and then boys, same age group, and different colored bags. And those are prepackaged bags with gifts in those. So we hand those out on the ground. And then the handout, we have the ground crew goes out with a kind of like a messenger paper bag, and it's full of gifts and handouts like Matchbox cars. There were toy Lego kits, puzzles, all kinds of stuff like that, and we hand those out personally. And then we also have large rolls of wrapping paper. Of course, we don't want to sling them off the back of the train, so we go out and hand those to the folks in the crowd. So there's different ways. I think a lot of people just think maybe it's just the train, people throwing off the train, but there's people on the ground moving around, and of course all the media, like you mentioned, they're just from everywhere.
Well, this is international attention. I mean, there's very little organizations that are like this.
Correct.
And it dates back, for so long, 67 years.
Right.
And a lot of memories.
Did anybody get left this time?
Nobody got left.
Somebody
this
did
time.
the year I went.
Yeah.
Nobody got left this time.
They were left. We're back to camera one.
Camera one.
And I hear the sirens. So
I hear sirens, and they're not coming after me.
And we got Mr. Tom on the street for us.
Yes.
So
Tom
we'll be
is
talking
here.
to.
I also want to mention too, to be sure to tune into GAC, Great American Country, the TV channel, because they were on there doing interviews with Winona Judd, and they were there to document the whole thing. So you'll be able to tune into GAC and catch that as well.
And then, of course, the Santa Train book.
Yes, the Santa Train, Leanne Hooper, Santa Train Tradition.
And she has been more than gracious to sign several copies of it for me, so it was great.
If you want one of those books, you can get it at your Kingsport Chamber on Main Street.
Or at Food City. Still having it at Food City?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going on hours, so I don't know.
But you're still jacked up. You know, you're still excited.
I never got tired. Ask me later, I guess.
Anybody that, you know, we tried to give you guys some ideas on the Santa Train. If you have any for Jeff regarding some of the things about Kingsport or the parade itself, then please feel free to text those to us. We have 14 people.
That's the exciting thing about streaming media is now people can watch from all over the world, literally, in the military or whatever, that are just wanting that little fix at Kingsport. This is a childhood memory of theirs.
Well, when we had done this during Fun Fest, we had a soldier in Iraq that actually had tuned in, and it was great to see it.
So Winona and Naomi are from what, Flatwoods, Kentucky? Just a little ways up from Pikeville, Highway 23, I believe.
Ashland.
Ashland, yeah.
Ashland, yeah. Is that near there?
Which is near Flatwoods.
Okay.
Which Flatwoods is very exciting.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get Miley there soon.
Yes.
What do you think?
That's true.
So,
That's a good idea.
party in the USA, wouldn't it? Commercial. What a jewel he is.
Yes.
He is a walking
I believe
library.
Mr. Tom is going to go talk with him.
Hey, let's give the Grand Marshal a chance to say, wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
From the Grand Marshal.
Oh, from the Grand Marshal, and I even wore my medal. That proves I'm a marshal.
All right. Nothing like a badge to prove you're a marshal.
I see where we are now. Yeah, we're on TV. I thought you were faking it.
Oh, no. You know how we are here in Kingsport. We do everything.
Everything's real. Yes. No, well, I'm just excited about Santa. You know, he's way back at the end of the parade, and I'm anxious to get some of those presents.
I'm right with you on that. Thanks a lot, and Merry Christmas.
You too.
Oh, Ron Irvin was in there with him.
Linjo.
Did you see Ron Irvin?
No.
Retired from Eastman.
Yes.
He was in there with Vince.
There I am again.
All right, there he goes.
Yes, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas this year. We really do. And we're glad to be back this year. We enjoy it. It's good seeing you again. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Am I off? Well, I hope they can hear us, but because we're going back and forth between Tom. Did you happen to notice that he's not exactly dressed in the Christmas attire? Just a flowered shirt and
Bermuda
shorts.
shirt.
And he was complaining about it being in the shade.
He'd
Where
actually
we're
be
located.
a great poster child for our Move to Kingsport program.
Yes.
This time of year in Bermuda
There you
shorts,
go. There you go.
Who would have thought?
I think this is Lucy. Yeah.
There she is.
Famous Crown Puppy.
And I think that's Lucy with her.
Now they're going to do, you can actually meet Lucy. I believe it's after the parade.
After this, yep, that's one of the things I was going to talk about in our list, yeah.
Hey, I need somebody to talk to me, man.
She's pretty in person.
Yes,
With the animal shelter, right?
I am.
Gorgeous
Do you have a
dog.
program you need to talk to Lucy about?
We are getting ready to start a new building campaign, Lucy's building campaign, raising funds for a new shelter. And this is Lucy up here, and she brought some of her friends out today to be in the parade. to raise awareness, both of the building fund and of the fact that she's got a lot of friends up there that need homes.
Well, that's the Sullivan County Animal Shelter.
Sullivan County Animal Shelter in Blountville.
Okay, thanks a lot and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Little Miss Lucy, super pound puppy.
So the parade route's coming by the new higher education center.
That's right.
This year. $21 million.
What
That's
a beautiful building. Beautiful building. That's right.
It's beautiful. And you know, it was an amazing view coming in on the train when you go by, you know, you're going through Domtar, so to see everything. And the veterans of foreign wars, the honor guard.
Oh, here come the Shriners. So whatever happened to the guy with the big... This is a childhood memory of mine. They always told me my dad was going to do that. So
They do what?
they used to have a guy that he had
Merry
a shirt off and
Christmas.
he put a jewel
Merry
in
Christmas.
his
How about looking right over there into that camera and tell the folks Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everyone, Jericho Shriners.
Anything you'd like to tell them about? You guys got anything coming up soon?
The kid right there is what we're about. She's in front.
Thank you a lot.
So they always told me my dad was up for that job. So, Dad, you're watching out there.
Interesting. I've
Still
never
time.
heard that. I've never heard that. Oh, I see dune buggies
Well,
going
we're
around.
certainly
in
not
circles.
trying to go over Tom, but we might have a little crossover.
Correct.
Believe me, it's not your computers that are having the problem.
Don't even try and talk now. No. Yes. They just show up and we just show up and do it. It's on a dune buggy.
We're already at the golf cart at Sunset.
Yeah. Does anyone smell exhaust? That's a beautiful bus.
That program's really growing.
Yes. You know a little bit about the junior ROTC?
It's only been around for about 5 or 6 years, and there are, look how many students are involved now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're done. It's a activity for these young men and women to pass their education and go on in the military.
How you doing? Good. How are you? You look like you'd make a good spokesperson.
How are you?
Could you tell the folks Merry Christmas and tell them a little about your group?
Well, sure thing. We're 979 out of Kingsport, Vietnam vets. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and support the boys over in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Well, thank you much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Well, we have a good amount now that's actually online watching us. I'm trying to get that number right now. We have about 14 people that are chatting at this point.
60.
16. So if some of you would actually let us know where you're tuning in from, we'd really appreciate that. If you
Merry
could
Christmas,
send us in the
everybody,
chat,
all of
that'd be-
Kingsport.
That'd be great.
You know, since we were on we were up at 4 a.m. We actually had our lunch on the train at 11. So if you hear something growling,
That's your stomach?
that's my stomach. Is this edible?
I'm not sure what it is.
Could I dip it in trigger salsa? It's a pedometer, actually.
Merry Christmas to everybody from Chapter 979, Vietnam Veterans of America, Kingsport.
Thanks much and Merry Christmas. Appreciate you.
Okay. Well, here comes the granddaddy of the ROTC programs, the Daniel Boone High School.
All right.
Marines.
The Daniel Boone High School Marine Corps.
Again, we want to mention that Tom is getting very excited going out and talking to people. So if we get cut off, we're really trying to make sure that it's a better, smooth transition, so you can hear what we're saying. So right now, the Daniel Boone High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC, beautiful.
And they play a little football too.
Who won
They
the
play a
game
little
last
football.
night?
South
did.
won the game.
That's
South
right.
won the game, okay.
And from what I understand, it was one heck of a game.
It was one heck of a game, and
Two wonderful programs.
we had two local programs that had made it into what's that? The final eight, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
I think it's the Association of the United States Army. On their way. They're getting much, rightly so.
Well, one person heard me and said that they're from Atlanta, so
All
I
right.
believe Gail, who said hi to
Okay,
you.
great.
Hi to Atlanta.
Georgia.
Tom's back on.
Hey, how you doing? Good, how you doing, sir? Like to thank you to start with and give me an opportunity to say hello to everybody and wish them a Merry Christmas.
How y'all doing? Have a Merry Christmas. God bless.
Tell me who you are.
Oh, I'm Alexander Hargrave, Private Hargrave.
Well, Private Hartgrave, we appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas.
So the Association of the United States Army provides support for the families that are here
Correct.
while their loved ones are deployed.
And I believe that the 278 group is going to leave on December.
We're starting to have a fair share of folks being deployed.
Definitely. We have a lot of military families here in this area that have had to say goodbye to loved ones at the holidays. So as much support as we can give them, they appreciate it.
Very, very strong support for our military in this area. It's something to be very, very proud of. Very proud of.
So here come the Sullivan South Southern Bell stands to.
Yes.
Fire department truck. Might be a little tired from last night playing football.
That's right.
Yes.
I saw pictures in the paper regarding the game last night, and the guys that weren't wearing any shirts. Two problems with that. One, definitely don't want to see this without a shirt.
Terry to paint, huh?
Oh, yes. Jeff?
What about me?
Thank you.
I didn't say a word.
That's all right.
I know better.
I used to fight over getting one letter per chest. We could do DBHS, right?
Sport life-saving crew honking at us.
You know, a lot of the vehicles that you actually see in this right here, they're not just fillers. Understand all of the people that and what they end up doing. Tom's going up right now.
Oh, there it is. How about living right over there and talk to the folks and wish them a Merry Christmas?
What's going on, Kingsport? Merry Christmas! Woo!
Someone mentioned on a chat about the Shriner Genie. She remembers the belly button.
That's right. You know, wasn't
The
crazy.
jewel. Thank you for confirming that Jeff is not crazy.
Yes. It was actually very risque at the time.
I would say so.
He was a man doing a belly dance. Back before they had tanning beds. Are you getting a mental image here?
Howdy. All right. How about looking over into that camera?
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
by the way,
It's
Gate City we just learned.
Okay. 1925 Dodge. And everybody, Merry Christmas.
What's your name?
Robert Johnson.
Well, Robert, we
Good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Look at that nice old antique car. Wes is getting a shot on that, I believe. Okay, now you were mentioning Jeff City.
Our daughter's been at Lady Indians, won the Tennessee State Championship.
Yes,
and
they
City
did.
just won the Virginia State Championship.
Back to back.
A couple of hours ago.
It's
yeah.
back to back, right?
Back to back. And they
Very
were in
good.
the 3 years back. They were in the finals. They just didn't win.
Wow.
So they were runners up 3 years ago. So,
That's called a dynasty, right?
yeah, and 2 schools from 8 miles apart winning 2 state
Fantastic.
championships.
That is amazing.
So much for people saying that the state ends at Knoxville. You always hate to hear that.
Jeff knows a little bit about the DB volleyball team
or Roanoke.
winning
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because
I'm giving him a segue to brag about his beautiful daughter.
it's been a lot of fun. Sure was. It was the blue collars versus the blue bloods because we met all the folks from Williamson County versus us.
I see.
So turned out to be very exciting, and we looked like the Continental Army versus the Redcoats. And we had grandparents and small children and anybody that we could muster up. We even had the Coffee County Adam. Okay. Cheering, and they'd say, "No, who are y'all again?" We'd say, "The Lady Indians." They'd turn around and say, "Go Indians!" And they were just really getting into it. So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah. So we had mercenaries. We were the Continental Army. You know, it was perfect. Yeah.
That's great. All right, got the East Tennessee veterans here.
Hey there.
You know, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Most on Thursday.
The CSX folks.
Where they're headquartered, and I was asking some of the gentlemen on there about the weather in Jacksonville, and they were just talking about how nice and warm it is. And I said, we may actually have a nice warm stop when we get to Kingsport. Sure enough, I was able at the very last stop at Waycross. I was able to throw off the back of the train gifts, and it was getting warm then, so we're very blessed. Moved to Kingsport.
The year we went, when somebody got left behind because they didn't get back on the train, they give you the warning toots on the horn and stuff. They didn't pay attention. They got left. And what you underestimate is train tracks follow the flattest place, which is usually right along the river, and the roads don't go that way.
Right.
So it may take you 20 miles on a road to go what you can go in 5 miles on a railroad track. And I think we finally caught up with her a couple stops later.
They're quick.
Merry Christmas from the McCoy family and Intercity Ballet.
Merry Christmas.
Intercity Ballet crew doing the Nutcracker this year. So if you get a chance to go out and see them do the Nutcracker, this is their truck going through.
So my wife finds the Nutcracker dolls scary. I don't know. What's up with that?
Well, in our car on the train, our dining tables all had a Nutcracker centerpiece. So yeah, she wouldn't have gone for that.
Some people are afraid of clowns too, you know.
She's the Nutcracker.
Yeah, exactly.
As we said before, we'd love to see your comments, any questions that you may have. We've got about 14 in the chat room right now.
You know, there was we heard a presentation recently from the Tennessee Main Street director, and what she asks everybody is, what is your downtown memory? What is your Kingsport memory? And I'd love to see what people online have to say about what they remember about Kingsport.
Downtown Kingsport.
You know,
Their fondest Christmas memory, or
I'm actually a product of West Tennessee. We moved up to Tri-Cities in the early 80s. And then, of course, went to high school in Johnson City. But I've been in Kingsport now for, going on since the early 90s. And I have never run into a community like this one. I've been, be a great part of it. The programs, the people, the weather. It's just been fantastic. And it makes you want to get involved.
Yeah. I think the operative word there is community.
Yes.
I mean, everybody can live in a subdivision and have a garage door opener and just go in the garage, close the door, and watch TV and not interact with anybody. But thankfully, it's not that way here. People really care about this place and they want to volunteer their time to make it better. So.
Of course, for those of you that aren't part of Jeff Fleming's blog, you most certainly need to. What's the? Well, when Tom comes back, I'd like to know how many people are in it.
Merry Christmas, Miss Kingsport.
Merry
We'd like to
Christmas.
get you to talk to her.
Okay. Hello. How is everyone? I would like to say I'm so honored and so blessed to be here, and I want to wish everyone in Kingsport happy holidays. Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Miss Kingsport.
How does somebody actually get involved with your blog, especially that's outside of the area, to learn about Kingsport?
You can actually sign up for the blog, which is it's Jeff Fleming, JEFFFLEMING.blogspot.com. You can go that direction. You can send me an email at jeff_Fleming@earthlink.net, or you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/jeff.fleming.kingsport or twitter.com/kingsportblog. So you
basically, you mean anybody can find you.
Whatever format you want, yeah.
But I will tell you, I've never seen another thing about this community is how somebody's so dedicated to the statistics and what's going on, future, past, present. These are things that Jeff brings to our attention. And for those people that are considering moving here or have been here before but want to keep in touch with the Kingsport community, this is a great, fantastic way to do it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. There's about 2,600 people on the direct mail list on the blog, and then there's about 1,300 on Facebook, and then there's about 200 on Twitter. So we'll get the word out. Here comes DB Band.
Yes.
Should be, yeah. So they're marching close to 400 people.
400 people.
Yeah. They just returned from the Contest of Champions in Murfreesboro, where they got the runner-up this year. So great tradition and lots of awards with this band.
I'm actually going to take this lapel mic off, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold it because I think some people have a hard time hearing us. So,
How many people are in this band, Jeff? Did you say?
I think he said 400.
It's close to 400, yes. Mr. Lake Cook, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. How are you?
It's quite a sight to see.
My son,
Of the band in this area is unbelievable. Of course, I was a product of Science Hill, but being involved with a lot of people in Dobbins Bennett, families, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
You ever watch the practice?
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
But Science Hill has a very strong program as well.
Yes,
and,
they do.
That was Tennessee's Miss 2010, Deanna Stamper.
Yep.
DB graduate.
Yep.
McCullough guard. She goes to ETSU.
Oh wow.
Can you tell we're friends?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Lovely girl.
And my son came home from elementary school and he said, Dad, I think I'm the only one that didn't sign up for middle school band. Is that okay? And I said, if you don't want to be in band, that's fine. He said, well, I thought something was wrong with me. So, and there's so many folks that are involved playing football, involved in the band, the cheer squads, the dance teams. Graham Clark always says, any given night at J. Fred Johnson Stadium, there's well over 500 kids that are trying to do great things.
Right.
So it's just fun to go out and watch and be a part of all that.
Who's honking at us here? Can you see the sign?
This is the Colonial Heights Athletic Club cheerleading and football.
Cheerleading and football. Gotcha. I see it now.
They have a great program out there, very strong community support. You know, and you think about an athletic club like that is totally private. They get no county funding, and yet year after year, parents and community members just dedicate their time, and they do great things with no help from the government. And that's really that's very refreshing as being somebody that works for the government who always somebody has a handout.
Yeah.
These folks aren't that way. They roll up their sleeves and get it done.
We've got some unicyclists out there. Brave.
Very
They're
brave.
very brave.
And very good.
And very good, yes.
Volleyball.
Thank you. Well, our dear friend Jeff Fleming has to leave us.
Yes.
He has,
Well,
he has
certainly
a very
appreciate
exciting
your time.
life. He has to leave us. But we appreciate your time. We
Appreciate
appreciate
you
you being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Please
so
again,
much.
for those that are listening and watching, try to get on to what Jeff Fleming's blog. Learn all about Kingsport.
Amazing.
He'll answer your emails. Just give him a buzz, a ring, jingle, whatever you need to do, and keep up with this great little town we call home.
That's right.
Yes,
Absolutely. Y'all
very
have fun.
much so.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Jeff.
I think he's going to the unicycles.
Oh, you saw it. He's
Oh
excited.
yeah, that's what it is.
My neck.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I don't think I could do that.
No.
No. Maybe 20 years ago?
Still no.
25?
Well, we certainly appreciate Mr. Fleming joining us.
Definitely.
I can't tell anybody enough how much wealth of information he is.
He is a wealth of information.
I've been at a lot of presentations that he's done, talked about the growth of the community,
Right.
retail, just business in general, as well as residential. I mean, he's been fantastic, and he'll tell you the numbers. There's no sugarcoating. So,
Right.
And we got a lot to be proud about.
A lot to be proud of in Kingsport.
The Boy Scouts of America. Something that my family knows a whole lot about.
These are, I believe, let me make sure I get all we got Pack 54. Then we're going to have, I'm not sure if the whole Cub Scout crew has come through yet, but. Do you have your Christmas tree up?
No. No.
A lot of people that I know have their trees
That's
up.
good.
It's amazing.
Boy, Tom is up.
Okay, we are Pack 54, 150, and several others. We all band together today to celebrate the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts of America. Today was also our annual food drive, and we'd like to thank everybody for showing support for the Boy Scouts of America. Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
I saw Pack 54 and 150, and followed by Sullivan North.
Okay. Sullivan North Band. All right, we've been joined by the photographer.
Yes.
He's going to tell us his picture. I'm sure it's in the shot there, but tell us a little bit about that, Chris.
That was shot last year right before Christmas at Church Circle, showing the nativity scene and the Christmas tree in the circle. And I'm selling this print 8x10 without the frame is $25, and that would include shipping.
Over here.
Do what?
Camera
Here.
2.
Oh, sorry. That's why
We're gonna keep up with it here. He's not usually on TV. He's behind the scenes, but he does great work. So we're wanting him to promote that, and these are for sale. Like
And I need to get the phone number. I need to look it up.
Okay. Now you took this last year, correct?
Yes,
At
I
the
did.
Christmas tree. Okay. Well, that was okay. I see it. But if you're not familiar with Church Circle here in Kingsport, it literally is a circle, a rotary, with a large evergreen in the middle of it. But then all the churches, there's churches that surround the whole circle, hence the name Church Circle. So he got a great shot of it there. And somebody just gave us chocolate.
Yeah, there you
They
go.
must know I need chocolate.
You don't get any.
I'm good, thank you.
So what's the number, Chris, where they can reach you to get this picture?
Okay, it's 423-765-1847. Again,
765-1847.
Yes.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Crews coming through the parade here. You know what? We've got chocolate. I think we may still be getting chocolate, but I got a Tootsie Roll and I'm having. They must know my 4 a.m. experience. Thank you. Next, we've got heating, cooling, and I believe this is the Center for the Performing Arts coming through.
They do a fantastic job. My daughter actually takes dance over there. It's pretty good. You know what, to be honest with you, I think that this crowd is larger than the one we had at Fun Fest earlier this summer. You want to take a look down the street? It is.
I think I know why though.
But,
Santa. They want to get up here and show or how they've tried to be good all year. Yeah. Oh, you definitely get points for trying.
Okay.
I talked to him earlier about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
'cause
definitely.
You and the man,
Oh, I need.
y'all are like that right now.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get. So, yeah, definitely helps. Look at this old car.
How you doing? Very well. How about you get out there and camera? Tell everybody what you're driving.
Merry Christmas. This is a 1950 Hudson. It's a Hudson Commodore. Yeah, a lady from right here in Kingsport, her and her dad and mom bought it brand new. And my cousin, Berg Surgeon, he's the second owner, and I'm driving it for him today. My name is Mike Neff, and this is my girlfriend, Kelly Mee.
Well, Merry Christmas, Kelly.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. We've got WTFM 98.5 coming through now. I believe that is Steve Mann driving the vehicle, the radio anchor driving through. Next we have Cartridge World.
I apologize. We've actually had some people that lost some of the audio feed, but I believe we're back on again.
I think those are my gifts that were in the Cartridge World
Oh, that
car.
right there?
Yes.
Doubtful.
Those are mine. All right. F&L Limo.
We want to be sure and say thank you again. My Town 16 for allowing us to be here today.
And also, Action Rentals.
Action
for
Reynolds,
giving
absolutely.
us a platform to actually even broadcast from. So
On Eastman Road.
yes, Action Reynolds. Thank you, Oris over there. He does a great job, and we appreciate him providing the stage for us.
Wish you would have seen some of the Animile things that were going on.
Oh, I miss the critters.
Yeah. Our buddy, Mr. Dr. Ben.
Was he?
Yes.
Dr. Ben.
He was just getting it.
There's the Tennessee All-Star Cheer crew with hats that match mine. I thought my hat was unique in itself. Is it not?
What's that?
I thought it was a one-time hat, but apparently I'm seeing that people have a lot of these hats.
Sure.
I thought it was like my special gift from Santa.
You know, one thing when I was researching a lot of this information regarding the floats and Christmas parades, this is one of the older ones out there. If it's been going for the 82 years, you know, the oldest one being 122 years, that's really not that far off.
Right.
As a lot of the national ones, Macy's going for so long. But if you take a look and do some searching on it, you'll see that there are some older ones out there, but a lot of the younger ones, you know, 50 years and less, it's a big tradition here.
Right.
That's what I was saying earlier. If you look at the number of people down the street here.
The crowd is amazing.
Yes.
How about them rebels? Hey, we're state bound. We're going. You guys have a Merry Christmas and joyful New Year. Appreciate all the troops. Come see us down toward Nashville. We're going to the state. Good luck. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Appreciate it.
The Sullivan South Rebel Band, they've got some things to cheer about right now.
Definitely.
Certainly going on in the States.
I think we talked about this during the Fun Fest parade. You were not in the band, but your wife was. Miss Karen with the clarinet?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Volunteer.
That's what I played.
I was I was the one who played sports, which, if you want my honest opinion, if you see what the bands go through, probably more discipline.
Oh, definitely.
More organized, and you can see a lot of organized sports out there. So.
Right. Petso just got off the train. Right. He was on the train with me.
So what were some of the
From Old Island Homes. He was talking about having his dogs with him today, so he has his puppy dogs.
So how were some of the other people talking on the Santa train? Were they just?
They were blown away.
Blown away.
Blown away by the experience. There they are, state volleyball champs, Dobbins Bennett. We were just talking about them earlier. You know, when the band goes by, you just want to, get into it.
Well, feel free. Go ahead and dance if you want to. We'll get that on camera if you like. You're still jacked up from the train.
Going on 13 hours of being awake here.
That's right. We'll get you some pixie sticks and,
pixie sticks.
Solid sugar and just let you go to town.
I'm not sure I want to.
I
want to be broadcasting that through the month of December on the city channel. Yeah. Me on pixie sticks. All right. I like this because we get handed all kinds of free stuff. Tootsie Roll.
I like that.
It's very
chips, unless you just want to kind of dig in there.
I guess we could just. It depends on how hungry I get.
Well, I've got water, so.
Very good.
everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
I think we need to say again, we're coming to you live from the 2009 Kingsport Christmas Parade, Santa Train.
Yes.
Right now, and
can you believe it's that time already? We just did the Fun Fest Parade.
Thanksgiving coming up just this week.
Definitely.
Are you getting out Black Friday?
I will actually be visiting my mom in Nashville.
I wonder if she's online.
Yes, we'll be visiting with her, and we're actually going to see the Rockettes. They're going to be in Nashville for their holiday spectacular. So I don't shop on
I just
Black
learned
Friday.
today that we're actually having Thanksgiving at our house. Nothing like a little 4-day lead time. So I will be cleaning.
Well, if
these
your
next 4
lovely
days.
wife makes the caramel apples and the pretzel mummy sticks that she made not that long ago that I was able to experience.
Some of you out there may know this,
it's amazing.
There is this thing called cracker candy, where it's the toffee, saltine crackers, and chocolate. Let me tell you, out of this world. You can eat a whole pan by yourself, and that's around Christmas time. So you may get a chance, if you're lucky, to sample some of it.
Well, I'm not going to kiss up to you. I'm kissing up to Karen.
I know. I'm useless. I mean, there's no sense in kissing up to me. I was mentioning earlier, and it's interesting, somebody online had said about the public service, like the EMS that work 24 hours to keep us safe. I was mentioning earlier about the trucks that are in here, the fire department, police department,
rescue squad, life-saving crew.
They're not just fillers.
They're not just fillers.
They're just showing that they support what's going on downtown, as well as people need to understand what it's behind.
Correct.
And you've got to. Unfortunately, had to a couple of problems, and you talk about some people responding fast. We take these things for granted,
Correct.
We do.
And they work 24-hour shifts.
Yes.
I mean, here I am going on about 14 hours. Yeah. Well, they work 24-hour shifts.
Well.
All right, we got Greenvale Missionary Baptist Church.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Look at that puppy dog.
That was beautiful. You could see some of what people are posting right now regarding their fondest Kingsport memories.
Their fondest Kingsport memories?
Can you read that? Can you see that?
Yes. Melissa tells us that her friend is going downtown on a Saturday morning to watch a movie at either the dropping off books at the library before the movie and checking out new books after. My sisters and I would also eat at either Cress's or Woolworth's. What a great way to spend a Saturday. I agree, Melissa. We got Little Miss and Miss Tween from Remax Results. Remax Results, of course, the Bird Home Team, Realtors.
We also have the Girl Scouts, Troop 169, Sullivan Elementary.
Hey, girls, excuse me a second. Glare into that camera. Tell everybody who you are. Wish you a Merry Christmas.
I'm Destiny Bernard.
I'm Rebecca Pogue.
And we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, girls.
Merry Christmas to you.
I hear bagpipes.
I do hear bagpipes. And my nephew Andrew. Yes.
It's impressive.
It is impressive.
Beautiful. Of course, everybody, Amazing Grace that you would hear, people play on bagpipes, but
Yes.
oh, gorgeous. I would be interested to know if some of our listeners or watchers.
We call those viewers.
Thank you. I was, a little tongue-tied, but our viewers. Did you see us during the Fun Fest parade?
Yeah, that'd be true. Yeah.
We had an
I'm sure
absolute
some of them
wild
did.
week, a wild 10 days, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Well, had a blast. Had a blast.
Do you think they think we're as well rehearsed and
No, but that's
fabulous as we were 6 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever
that's
it
what
is?
makes it great,
Yes. It's unscripted.
I've told you that I prefer live television as I do to.
It's candid.
It's
It's
relaxing.
us.
It's us.
We are your hosts.
Or our guest, Mr. Fleming, too, is good
Yes.
when he's on the camera.
Merry Christmas. Just a boat on a Volkswagen chassis. It worked. It's crazy, but it worked. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. Really do. Yeah, same to you. Merry Christmas.
Did you notice that was a boat on wheels?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
We continue to get free stuff. This is great.
What? If I need to switch, tell me. I just want to make sure you can hear me.
The Lamplight Theater.
There's a bunch of crazy characters.
There's the Grinch.
I just really hope that Michael Myers is not in this parade
I
again.
doubt it, yeah.
That was scary.
You had nightmares about that for a while.
Yes, I did. Very scary.
As always, we can expect some very unique floats and cars.
What do you want to know about it? It's all hand-built, a 1902 Oldsmobile. Yeah. Oldsmobile. Thank you.
Oh, precious children.
I just want to make sure our chat is still working. I don't think anybody's posted anything, so if anybody would just drop a line real quick to make sure we're still rolling. I'm showing that we got 12 people that are still in chat with us.
Very good.
There we go. Guess
People
check
chatting
one,
with us
two.
online.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
We have some amusing viewers. They're giving us something to make our show amusing, I guess, because I'm guessing we're not amusing by ourselves.
No.
No? Okay. So tell me about the animal. A lot of critters,
Yeah.
a lot of dogs.
Not so many people running,
right.
but we
Just
had
walking their dogs.
Walking their dogs. I understand there was a lot of commotion going on, crisscrossing and whatnot. So
Yes.
yeah, there was a lot of that going
Yeah,
on.
because I'd say the majority of dogs are not leash trained, so they cut you off and they'll trip you, and then they go running towards another dog, and they get excited and see another dog, and
Fights.
yes, dog
Now
fights.
look who's coming up. Appalachian Ghost Walks. I know you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, Appalachian Ghost Walks. They are a Kingsport Chamber member, recent member, that I had the opportunity to go on the downtown Jonesboro walk, and that was very exciting, and a lot of history in Jonesboro, of course, Tennessee's oldest town, and they were very informative, knew a lot about the history, and I highly recommend it. They also go down to Elizabethton, and they go to Greenville, and they hopefully soon are going to be doing a downtown ghost walk in Kingsport.
Really?
Yes. They have to go through and get all the history, and then they go through and they do their ghost tests. I know Stacy would kill me for saying that, when actually, the whatever the test that they do, I guess, to determine
Then they said
the amount of
was
spirits.
the State Theater or the had its
The
share
State
of
Theater had its share
of the
of
paranormal
ghostly
activity. Would that
yes.
be right?
I was going to say ghostly phenomena.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
That's
Yeah,
too
it's
much
a lot.
for me.
Speaking of ghosts,
But I tell you, you went to the one at Jonesboro, right?
Yes, correct.
And your hair was standing on end, though, wasn't it?
it was there were some unexplained events that, let's just say they're still unexplained.
Still unexplained.
Yes. But they do a great job over there. As far as the amount of history, you can go, depending on how open-minded you are to the paranormal, either way, you're going to learn a lot about the history of the town that you're in. So I highly recommend it.
I guess all of our listeners can certainly tell that we are not trained, I guess, in front of the television. We just have an absolute blast, care about this community enough, and
Definitely.
just love to bring this
Well,
forward.
that's what it's all about. It's fun, and
I just really appreciate you guys, especially when we were doing the Fun Fest, to give me a chance to get on camera. This has been a blast. I enjoy doing it.
Well,
Care
I
enough
hope
about this area.
we want to bring it to the viewer who can't be here. A lot of folks can't be here with us downtown, so they're watching it on TV. We appreciate that. They're even in Kingsport, so we appreciate that. And
Case in point, we had somebody that had actually chatted and said that they are disabled, and unfortunately they can't come downtown. But this is a way for us to bring them the parade.
Correct.
And we had a lot of that during Fun Fest as well. It's good. I'm glad. Thank you for tuning.
Oh no, we have an unhappy one.
I think, how many did they originally say that were supposed to be part of this lineup? 65? Is that right?
75, I
75.
believe. I believe 75.
Feels like we've gone longer than that.
Yeah. But you know who's at the very end?
Oh yeah.
Get your
Easter Bunny.
lists ready. No, not the Easter Parade, Jeff. We both have on red. I have on a Santa hat. Yeah. Last name Claus.
Frosty Claus?
Oh,
Good one,
boy.
Nick.
I'm going to need a new co-host.
Merry Christmas! Madeline, how? That Riley done? Good.
You're good. What's your name?
Tanner.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye. So let me ask you, you're originally a product of Texas?
Nashville.
Nashville, but you spent some
But
time
I
in
yes, I
Houston.
moved here from Texas.
Okay. How many white Christmases have you been a part of?
I was actually part of a very white Christmas when I lived in Dallas.
Really?
And that was actually my last white Christmas, amazingly enough. And that was about 9 years ago.
Merry Christmas from Putt Putt Golf. Putt Putt Golf. How many years y'all been coming down here?
Merry Christmas.
Unfortunately, I can't. I think what is it, maybe about 7 years ago, we did have snow on Christmas Day. I remember my daughter was, well, it had to be 6 years ago. Land much, but that's probably the last. I remember the hot ones.
Oh
Really?
yeah, I remember the hot Christmases. Yep.
I mean, you get a winter jacket for Christmas.
Yeah. Speaking of winter weather, the ice rink going on through January 10th at the Speedway and Lights up at the Bristol Motor Autotrader.com Speedway and Lights, and that goes on through January. Yeah, that was loud. Through January 2nd at the Speedway and Lights. But they have an ice rink indoors.
Yeah, been there. It's
Through
great.
January 10th at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Seeing this on a pair of ice skates, not pretty, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I actually went to the one. Remember when they had it down here?
No, I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
we actually for a year or so had it right over here where Seth's the parking lot right beside of us here.
Okay. We've got the Second Harvest Food Bank of Northeast Tennessee. They do an amazing job. Have you ever been to their facility?
Yes, please remember those that are less fortunate.
Please remember.
This year, as in any time, not just Christmas time, but
Definitely.
open your hearts.
I see flames coming down the road. Large flames. You think that's the hot air balloon we rode in during Fun Fest?
I don't know, but he's got to be careful. He's going to end up torching those lights. I bet you're wishing you had yourself some pants on right now, don't you?
You got that right. Wes told me to come up here and sit with you guys and talk about fishing.
Okay.
That we just needed to talk about fishing.
Well, Mr. Tom, I'm going to put this microphone right in front of you.
No, I was kidding.
The Rainbow's End Floral Crew. I believe that is the Fortney family who has Rosie, the balloon, Rosie the hot air balloon. Give us a little heat there. Oh, that feels good.
You can't really see that on the live feed.
They're giving us a.
I think the white's a little too bright right now, but they're shooting fire. What is that? 20 feet in the air?
Yeah. That's actually the Rainbow's End Floral Shop.
Well, you can feel the heat off of that.
Yes, you can feel the heat. The Rainbow's End Floral Shop. They were the ones that had the float, and they also had balloon rides for sale. So if you
It heated everything up.
It heated everything up. If you'd like to ride in a hot air balloon, just call Rainbow's End Floral Shop here in downtown Kingsport, and they'll be able to put you in touch with Wayne Fortney, who will take you up in a hot air balloon.
And I thanked him. Actually, it wasn't Wayne, but we went with help remind me. We can pick it out online on discoverkingsport.org, but we ended up going in a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
First time.
My first time, yep.
Incredible.
It was an amazing experience.
Now, well, we've got just a little lull right here in action. Have you guys been watching my show any?
You know, I unfortunately don't get Channel 16, but I've watched you online on Discover Kingsport.
Oh, okay. Well, we want to talk about Channel 16 now.
I don't on my cable, so unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. No, we'd just like to encourage everybody to be sure and watch for it. It comes on a lot of different times. The Tom Richards Fishing Show. And that was what he sent me up here for.
All right. Well, very good. Well, they can watch that on the Charter Channel 16.
Watch it on Charter Channel 16. Of course, you can get it on a couple other channels around here too. But we're going to be having some special stuff coming up for Christmas. A lot of things I think folks enjoy over the next couple of weeks. So I want to encourage everybody to be sure and watch.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
And now I'm going to get back to work.
You get back to work, Tom.
You guys are doing a great job.
You're doing a great job in your shorts.
I can't hear anything, but it
sounds
looking
like
at you makes me proud to be here.
All right.
Good work.
Thanks, Tom. We've got Tri-City Cinemas coming through now.
Just had themselves an overhaul.
Yes, they did. They had a very nice ribbon cutting with the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. Do you have all your shopping done?
Absolutely not.
I haven't started.
Actually, I've got a couple of things, but really nobody in my family. And what really makes it tough is my mom and dad actually have their birthdays the 17th and the 20th of December.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Good, how are you? It's our Sullivan County Mayor, Steve Godsey. You know, I want to point out the Kingsport Tomorrow over on Commerce Street. You can get your picture made with Lucy, the Super Pound Puppy. And the money actually goes to the Sullivan County and Kingsport Animal Shelters. So you can donate your items there at Kingsport Tomorrow on Commerce Street in downtown Kingsport. And for $6, you can get your photo with Lucy, the Super Pound Puppy, Santa and Mrs. Claus, and Tennessee Miss 2010. And here we are, our very own Santa. We have Santa. There he is.
Well, I do believe that actually marks
The end of the Christmas parade.
We also have some
How
announcements.
sad. It's over.
Oh, that's great. It's ushering the season.
You know, I bet if we moved real quickly, like a few streets over, we could do it all again.
Think so?
Yeah, because they're making their rounds. Yeah, definitely. I think
So
we
what
could.
are some...
Once again, we want to thank Action Rentals for providing us with their stage and setup here, and My Town 16, the Elixir Group, for producing the show. Thank you so much. And there's the Hostetler family. Look at your beautiful family
That's
showing
right.
up here.
That's right.
Also want to thank Food City. Want to thank Food City, and CSX Transportation, as well as the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce for putting together the Santa Train experience for so many people, and then also for the Kingsport Chamber's efforts in creating the Christmas parade here. Thank you so much to those folks for that. Like I mentioned, Kingsport tomorrow is having, right after this, I think it's still till 5 o'clock, I'm not sure what time it is, you can go get your photo with Lucy, the Super Pound Puppy from the animal shelter, and $6 is the donation, and that goes to the local animal shelters. Also want to point out, on December 5th, coming up over at BAE out on Stone Drive, we have the Thanks for Giving event, and Allied Mortgage as well as BAE Systems is putting that on. Opportunity for you to donate items, and you can just call me at the Kingsport Chamber if you want any more information. Just call me there and I'll give you information on the Thanks for Giving event on December 5th.
On the website, on the kingsportchamber.org website?
Yes, it's also on the Kingsport Chamber website. Also, the weekend of December 5th and 6th at Allendale, they're having the Christmas open house where the different Christmas trees, different themed trees are throughout the entire mansion. So you can go and check that out as well.
I do believe we are guest judges.
Yes, we are. I think for the wreaths.
For the wreaths.
For the
I
wreaths
thought that's what you mentioned. I'm sorry.
Something different. He's not paying attention to me. Did you notice that?
Well, you turned away from me, so it's hard for me to hear. I'm still hearing that ghost train down the.
Also, downtown, the evening of December 5th, 2 weeks from now, is the downtown Kingsport Christmas tree lighting on Church Circle. So that's very exciting. Stores will be open late in downtown, so you can do come downtown, do your Christmas shopping. They will be open late. You also mentioned Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving.
That's
they
right.
will be open. All the merchants downtown open for that too, so be sure to check that out. And also Indian Path Medical Center. This is the first year that they have a foundation, and they are having the Tree of Life. And you can sponsor a light on the tree in memory of or for someone. Maybe if you have someone special, your mail carrier, your bus driver, anybody that you'd like to.
How do you get that?
You sponsor that. It's $10 to sponsor one of the lights.
Who do you contact at the chamber?
Indian Path Medical Center.
Okay.
Just call them. And the lighting and reception is December 1st at 6:30 p.m. And that money is actually going to go to get 12 lead monitors so that all the EMS in the area can do EKG readings, and then that information, while you're in the ambulance, the EKG information is sent back to the hospital, so before you even get to the hospital, they know what's going on if you're in distress. So it's a lot of exciting stuff going on.
That is a lot of exciting. I believe we have a late guest speaker.
We have a late guest speaker. It looks like someone's going to run up, maybe Trigger Salsa.
Would this be Trigger Salsa?
Yes, that is Trigger Salsa.
Would this be the man? Oh, wow.
This would be him. Yes,
pass.
let's give him the chance to speak here. Hello, Scott.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. How are you?
Good. It was a great parade.
Good. You know what? We have your yummy salsa here.
Well, thank you.
But it doesn't go good dipping it with my Tootsie Rolls.
No.
We didn't have any chips.
I have to work on that.
Or gum.
So we're going to need some chips, which from what I understand, you possibly going to be making your own chips.
We are. We're working on
very
it.
good.
Trigger's chips.
Good. Well, tell us a little bit about your salsa.
Well, our salsa is all natural. It's extra low in salt and sugar. It's medium heat. We got it at Food City and local Walgreens now.
Okay. Very good. Now you don't just have salsa.
I don't just have
You also
salsa.
have sauce too, correct?
We have a barbecue sauce. We have a pineapple salsa, peach salsa, garden salsa, and then of course our black bean and corn salsa.
Oh, very good. You know, what a wonderful, opportunity. If you have some Christmas parties coming up or anything where you have a potluck or you need to take something, grab one of these real quick, run by Walgreens, grab some chips to go with it, and you'll have yourself a meal.
We now have gift boxes available at triggerbeeler.com, which is a new website that we had from Elixir Group here in Kingsport.
And also you can get to that on our website. So if you're watching on the website live, you can go on there and get connected to triggerbeeler.com, which is Scott's website, to have his products available for you. So thank you so much.
You.
We
Yes,
appreciate it. Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
All right.
Well, I guess it's time to wrap it up.
It's time to wrap it up. Starting with the Santa train early this morning to finishing out the parade here. It's very exciting. It's been a very memorable day, and I'm looking forward to it again next year.
That's right.
So,
Again, thank you for tuning in today. I'm Jeff Hosteller.
and I'm Stacy Beverly.
And My Town 16, be sure to catch us. We will still be on there, as well as discoverkingsport.org. Thank you for tuning in.